A lot of crazy events have been in motion in the last few months all around the world, from the riots in Libya and Egypt to the tsunami and nuclear crisis in Japan, all the way to here in America where we have Rebecca Black's It's Friday. Now I know it seems like not much can go wrong or even get any weirder in the world, but I've got two words for you: zombie ants. Yeah, I said it, zombie ants. Now, these zombies aren't your normal Hollywood zombies. They don't go around eating each other's brains, but the way they become zombies and their reaction to it is a lot similar. Now, my name is Destiny 4, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the fungus that creates these zombies called cordyceps fungi. Now, in this case, what cordyceps fungi is a fungus that infects the ant, takes over its brain, then kills it, all while spreading and growing their spores. Spores is a type of reproductive cell in some organisms. The fungus was first described by a man named Louis Tulsani in his 19th century 3-volume book called Selecta Fungorum. Since then, thousands and thousands of cordyceps fungi species have been discovered, and the most recently by a man named David Hughes of Pennsylvania State University. According to his interview with National Geographic, Hughes discovered the 4 new species while working in the Atlantic rainforest near southeastern Brazil. Now that you know what the cordyceps fungi is, I'd like to explain to you how it affects the ants. So the ants become infected by this fungus while the spores land on them from above or as they're walking across the forest floor. The spores use enzymes to get into the ant's body and completely mind control them into crawling up a tree, latching on to a leaf, and dying with a death grip on the leaf. When the ant is dead, a type of fungus grows from the head of the ant and produces spores that fall off onto the forest ground to infect other ants while they're walking by, which creates a kind of reoccurring cycle. Now that we know about this reoccurring cycle, what we really have to worry about, says Dr. Burgess, an earth science professor at Harvard University, would be this fungus spreading at an alarming rate. Questions start to pop up on what would the world be like if there were no ants at all? All the ants died. This fungus leaves colonies and colonies of ants just in a gruesome dead grave, and although it's not likely, if all the ants in the world died, thousands of plants, desert plants, would die along with it as well, and so would the tropical rainforest, because there would be no ants to eat the plant-eating insects. And as well, with no ants being in the world, another question that pops up is, what if this fungus could evolve into having the same effects it has on ants on humans? Thus meaning, say I go to New York and I'm infected with this fungus. What it would probably provoke me to do is climb all the way up to the Empire State Building, grab a death grip onto one of the bars and die, while fungus grows from the top of my head and produces spores to fall off onto the ground below me. Maybe 25 or 30 people catch this fungus as well and do the same, which results in a revolving system until everybody in the world becomes this zombie and dies. So, although this whole discovery of cordyceps fungi is horrifying in so many ways, as Hughes said, it's a fabulously complex organism, and it's really a beautiful thing. According to Garden Co., the UK Science Lab in March 2nd, 2011, it is now presented as the first example of behavioral manipulation and probably the only one that can be found. Now, I know these ants are no Rebecca Black or Democratic warriors, but the discovery of zombie ants is both bizarre and interesting. Thank you.